Hey everybody, and welcome back to episode 3 of our CHARLTON season here on FM19. In today's video we're making the journey up north to ACCRINGTON Stanley for our League 1 game. It's the third game of the season. We're hoping to pick up our second win of the season. Currently sitting at 1 win, 1 draw and 5th in the table. So these are the fixtures for week 3. Key matches we're looking out for are obviously the Fleetwood and Peterborough game. They're first and second respectively. Fleetwood are at home to Rochdale, whilst Peterborough are at home to Luton. Walsall are just above us in the league table as well, and they're at home to Gillingham today. And the other one is Doncaster, who are sat at 3rd. They're away at Burton Albion today. So moving ahead to our game then. We're sticking with our current formation, although it's expected for us to change a little bit. As you can see there, we are odds-on favourites to win. But CHARLTON and ACCRINGTON Stanley have both got the same recent form at the moment of a win, then a draw, then a win. So there's nothing really between us today. Onto our team selection. We are going to make some changes so far. I think it's going to be Chris Solly at the moment, who's just sat at 89% for his condition. So we want to keep as many people as fit as possible if we can. It all depends though who we've actually got to make those. Well, if we've got anyone to make those changes actually. So the only one we're looking at really is Lewis Page. You know what? I think we might actually leave that for now. We don't want to mess up too much. But Lewis Page has come on anyway, according to the assistant manager at right back. So we'll see how he gets on today. So as you can see, there's our lineup with Grant up front again, Ward and Taylor just behind him, with Aribo and Cullen in the centre of midfield. Bellick just sat in front of a defensive 4 of Page, Pearce, Sarr, Solly, and with Jed steering goal, who's having a good season so far on loan. ACCRINGTON Stanley line up like this, so it's just a relatively simple 4-4-2 with Key and Charman at front. McConville, Barlaser, Keneally and Clark as the middle 4. Anderton, Hughes, Kiwi and Johnson the back 4, and then Ripley in goal. We're expecting them to win today. We are the favourites and we want to put as much pressure on ACCRINGTON Stanley as we possibly can. We'll let Johnny Jackson take over the players' specific team talks and we'll head into the kick-off. So it's ACCRINGTON Stanley to kick off. Hughes on the ball at the moment, out to Anderton. Barlaser back to Anderton. And no threat whatsoever there. Jed Steer with the ball. ACCRINGTON Stanley are playing in their home red kit, whilst CHARLTON are playing in their away white kit. I quite like their away white kit. Very interesting. Aribo, Cullen on the ball. And Carlin Grant's been caught offside. I think he just stepped in the way of that shot. We've got a throw in now on 7 minutes. Bellick to the back to Pearce. Cullen on the ball again. Pearce again. Shipping it up quite hastily there. Solly to Cullen. Taylor with a bit of room. Cullen with a bit of room through to Carlin Grant. And there's Jamie Ward, bottom corner. But it's offside, according to the 4th official. 8 minutes in, and that was a disallowed goal. 3 shots so far and 2 on target. A much better conversion rate than we've had in previous games so far. We have just dropped down to 6th as Coventry take over in 5th position. They're currently winning at the moment. A rebo to Cullen. And Taylor just loses out there, but Saar wins it back. And Bellick gives it away from McConville, who puts Accrington Stanley onto the attack through to Billy Key. And we've managed to clear that one, no issues there. Cullen picks back up the ball in defence. And a huge clearance by Saar, but that's through to Colin Grant. It's a good save by Ripley. So Jamie Ward with the corner. And cleared straight away by Billy Key. One thing we're managing to dominate at the moment is possession. And Billick through to Colin Grant, who just puts it wide. 25 minutes in. Accrington Stanley haven't had a shot, or just taken their first shot at 30 minutes. We had 6 shots and 3 of those have been on target. We haven't managed to put any away at the moment. We did have that goal disallowed early on. But coming to half time, we haven't managed much else at the moment. And Cullen takes the ball in the middle. Out to Lyle Taylor. Aribo. And Cullen's offside and he missed anyway, so it wouldn't really have mattered. So just a minute off half time there. Jamie Ward with the free kick. And there's Saar, but a good save by Ripley again. He's not having a bad day so far, Ripley. Huge clearance there by Ripley. Only to Solly. Solly up to Taylor. Beautiful pass there. And cleared. Is Jamie Ward going to keep that in? Which he does. Out to Page. Aribo to Bellick. On to Cullen. It's a beautiful effort by Cullen, just wide though. That goal kick will probably take us into half time. And there we go, the referee's whistle goes for half time. We've dropped down to 8th at the moment. Not making enough for those chances, it seems, towards the end of the second half. We started off well, but we'll come out and we'll push this second half for all 3 points here at Accrington Stanley. So Pearce on the ball to Aribo, out to Cullen, and nothing comes of that one. Then to our throw on 47 minutes. Page with the ball out to Grant, who feeds it to Pearce, to Bellick, back to Pearce. Then we're going to call out some shapes. We want just a little bit more from them at the moment. Carlin Grant, sorry. So again, the game's just slowed down a little bit on 55. We're not making too many chances. Solly with a throw though to Bellick. Back to Solly, out to Cullen. And that's a good save again by Ripley. Jamie Ward with the corner out to Cullen. That's another corner. Got to start making something from these set pieces. And cleared by Jordan Clark though. Back out to Cullen though. Saar to Aribo. To Bellick, back to Aribo. Out to Cullen. And again, nothing come of it. 13 shots, 8 on target. We've only had the one chance, which is disallowed already, really. Corner for Accrington Stanley. Caught by Jed Steer. Who short clearance out to Bellick. It was a risky play there by us. Cullen to Aribo. And a beautiful ball through to Jamie Ward. Who's it? The crossbar. Oh my gosh. We're not going to get any closer than these 2 chances we've had to score now. Page on the attack though still. Aribo with the ball. Bellick. Cullen. Terrible effort. So 65 minutes in, we are going to push now, I think. "68 minutes in. Got a few players starting to get a little bit frustrated. 73 minutes though, and nothing really happening. Five minutes left to go, and there's just nothing happening whatsoever at the moment now. The game's died right down. We are going to have to make some subs for the last 5 though. Get Tarek Fosu on. And Darren Prattley. And then we'll get Powell on for the last 5. I can't see us taking anything other than a point out of this. Maybe, well, they've got a free kick as well on a dangerous area. Just about to come up to the 90th minute. We've got a throw in with 2 minutes left. We're just giving the ball away here. But Prattley wins it back to Fosu, to Cullen. Prattley back to Cullen. And just no pressure whatsoever, it seems. And just Prattley just gives the ball away. What an absolute wasted chance there. One back there by Solly though. Taylor wins the ball back. And nothing again. Out to Sarr, Powell. Out to Solly on the wing. Powell receives a throw in it. Back to Sarr. Sarr to Prattley. Back out to Solly. Still pushing. Just seconds left now. And that's more than likely going to be it. Taylor on the ball. And nothing. A very disappointing point as well there. We had 2 chances, that's all it seemed. I know we had quite a few shots on target, but absolutely nothing in terms of going forward. Which is really disappointing considering how we started the season. 5-0 against Sunderland, and we managed to beat Brentford 2-1. In terms of the league, we've had 2 draws against 2 relatively poor teams in Shrewsbury and Accrington Stanley. Not been a brilliant start to our league season, but we will strive to push on. So it gets a little bit trickier in 3 days' time, as we are at home to Peterborough United, who are currently sat in 6th. They've won 2 of their games, and I think they're lost at the weekend. So there's a chance there to take something, but we've got to push on now and start getting some wins in the league. Anyway, that's all for this episode. We will see you tomorrow for the game against Peterborough. Until then, take care.